So it looks like Motorola dropped a tablet in 2026. They have not dropped a tablet in about 13 years probably, so it's been a really long time, definitely over a decade. But this is the brand new Moto Pad 2026 from Motorola. This retails currently for $249, and if you guys would like to purchase this, I'll leave a link in the description down below. But as far as the specifications on this, we have 8 gigabytes of RAM inside of here. We have a 7,000 milliamp battery. We have the Dimensity 6300 processor inside of here. 20-watt charging. We have an IPS LCD 90 Hz display, and we also have a 2.5K resolution. That's going to be 1600 by 2560 with a 274 ppi. We have quad Dolby Atmos speakers on here, and we can also expand our memory up to 1 terabyte via micro SD card. Let's go ahead and open this up. All right, let's go ahead and put the tablet to the side right there. Of course, inside of here, we have our USB Type-C to Type-C data cable. We also have our SIM ejector tool, and we have our quick start guide and safety and warranty information as well. Absolutely no charger inside this box. Let's go ahead and slide this open. All right, everyone, so this is the brand new Moto Pad 2026 right here. On the back, we have our Motorola emblem that actually looks really, really cool. I do like that. And of course, a two-tone back. Very, very sexy color on here. This is called Pantone Bronze Green. And if we go over here to the rear facing camera, we do have one camera, and that's going to be an 8 megapixel rear facing camera. And of course, we're going to have a front facing camera that's going to be 5 megapixels as well. Right side of the tablet, we have our SIM tray where we can go ahead and expand our storage. In the middle, we have a noise canceling mic. And of course, at the top, we have a spaced volume up and down rocker. Top of the device, we have our power button. We also have 2 of the 4 quad speakers that we get that are by Dolby Atmos on here as well. We also have some pogo prongs at the bottom of this tablet as well if you guys would like to add something like a keyboard or any other accessory. And at the bottom of the device, we have a 3.5mm headphone jack, the other 2 Dolby Atmos speakers, and of course a USB Type-C port. While that's setting up, I did want to talk about the materials used on this tablet. This is going to be a metal and glass tablet, so we are going to have an aluminum unibody design on this. So just a heads up, this is going to feel very, very premium, even at a $250 price tag. We also have the option to set up an eSIM or insert a SIM card, and this is 5G compatible as well. Great to see it. And if you were worried if we didn't have the option of 3-button navigation, you do have that on here. However, you can use the updated gesture navigation as well. Alright everyone, so we are finally inside of the Moto Pad 2026, and I have to say the display does look better than the Samsung Galaxy Tab A11 and A11 Plus because we do get a 2.5K display on here, so we have a very, very solid sharp resolution on here. We also have 500 nits brightness on this, which isn't the brightest in the world, but compared to the Galaxy Tab A11 Plus, that has 480, so we still have 20 more nits on this device compared to that device. So that's good to see. We also have our notepad right here. We have our weather application. We have a lot of other, Google applications that are set up on here. This is essentially going to be a stock Android tablet with a very, very light skin over this. And, this does have the Dimensity 6300 inside of here, but this does feel very snappy so far, and that definitely has a lot to do with the stock Android type of setup right here. When you have Samsung's One UI on your tablet, it is a very, very heavy skin, so things don't work as good as something that would have essentially a stock Android type of look. But going into our drop-down bar menu right here, we have our Bluetooth, we have auto rotate, Wi-Fi, vibration, PC mode, screenshot, we have a video call assistant on here as well. And some other stuff that you guys can go ahead and add to your main menu down here as well. We have our dark theme, we have screencast, and we have smart connect as well. Also, if you would like to go into PC mode, just go ahead and click on PC mode. This is essentially going to be the traditional Samsung DeX that we usually see on their tablets and their smartphones. And as you guys can see, it says classic desktop mode supporting opening applications in multi-windows with more friendly keyboard and mouse interaction to help you multitask more efficiently. So you can go ahead and enter that, and essentially your tablet is going to turn into a PC-like experience. And of course, there are a bunch of different third-party products that you can use with this, and you guys can go ahead and use this in a more work-based mode, or if you just want to use this as a PC, I guess you can use it like that. Of course, as I said before, we have the pogo prongs at the bottom right here, so we can attach a bunch of different accessories. And for the artists out there, there are a few pencils that are compatible with this, so you will be able to do art and things of that nature on this. But we're going to go ahead and exit this and show you the rest of this tablet. Getting into our camera right here, we do have HDR compatibility, so that's great to see. We have 4x3, we have full, we have 1x1 right here as well. And we also have video up to 1080p, as you guys can see right here. Or if you want to shoot at 720, you guys can also do that. And we have reference lines we can go ahead and turn on too. This isn't going to be the greatest camera in the world, but it will absolutely be fine for taking basic photos and of course doing Zoom calls and video calls and things of that nature. We also surprisingly have a very quick shutter speed on here as well, and it looks like the software is doing a really great job on the photos right here, so we do get a clear photo when you are in good lighting, so do not worry about that. It is going to look pretty solid with some decent detail. If you're not in good lighting, however, it's not going to look that good. Also, this is our video mode in 1080p at 30 frames per second, and this is what you guys can expect. So this is our video mode in 1080p at 30 frames per second, and this is what you guys can expect. So obviously not the greatest video in the world, but you know, we're not buying a $249 tablet or a tablet in general for that. Usually we use our phone when we want to take videos or photos. Of course, we do have some AI built into this, so if you want to go ahead and hold your home button, that is going to give you circle to search if you would like to use those AI features. The one standout feature, however, so far has to be the display on this, man. The display looks really good. I was very surprised that this display looked this great, actually. This definitely is giving the Galaxy Tab A11 Plus a run for its money. However, I do want to take a look at the speakers. I do want to take a look at some video on this, and then we'll go ahead and call it a day. Next up, though, we're going to see how these speakers sound on this. I've heard really good things about these speakers, so let's go ahead and see how they sound. So speakers on this sound tremendous for $249. All I have to say, very clear, clean quality sound from this. And it also sounds like the music is coming forward, it's coming at you. So it's not just, you know, some passive thing that's going out to the side. It sounds like a very good speaker on this. For $249, this is pretty exceptional. I haven't heard anything close to this for $249. And last but not least, we have the video. We are able to go up to 1440 at 60 FPS. So let's go ahead and see how this looks. So as far as this display, it looks very good, very sharp with some very good colors on here. And honestly, as far as like the comparison between this and the A11 Plus, this is much better. This is a 2.5K display, and it absolutely shows it on here. Great job, Motorola, on this display. It looks excellent. This is going to be definitely a media consumption beast for $249. So again, this was the Moto Pad 2026. Really enjoyed my time so far with this device. Stay tuned for more videos to come, but as far as my verdict goes, this looks like a very nicely priced tablet, especially for what you get inside of here. You get a 2.5K display, some of the best speakers I've heard on a sub $500 tablet. We get a solid 7,000 milliamp battery inside of here, 8 gigabytes of RAM. The downsides are we get 2 years of operating system updates. So we're going from Android 15 to 16 and 16 to 17. So not the greatest in the world, but we do have a pretty solid build on this device. We also have micro SD card support on this as well, so you can't go wrong. So for $249, if you want something a little bit extra to watch movies on, to watch TV shows on, to play, light games on this is going to be a very, very solid tablet as far as I can see.